Not talking unless y'all giving me land and 2,000 or more every week. You hear me?
I'm not talking unless y'all giving me likes, commenting, come on, somebody, and subscribing. You hear me? Oh, okay. Well, listen. Hey, B. It's JamiThatsMe here. We're about to go ahead and get into some more Xscape, honey. We have to chat about Xscape a bit more. And the reason why is because, of course, you know, they had an epic show with Xscape SWV. And on that show, we learned a lot of things. You know, it led to the group breaking up yet again in some capacity, with one of the members no longer being a part of the group, right? Because she stepped away, and that would be LaTocha Scott. And with LaTocha Scott, she decided to go on and do her gospel album and all of that. It ended up flopping because we learned things about her husband being a cheater. We learned about the fact that she owed her sister a lot of money. And her sister came down to the internet and she showed her receipts and things. So got into that. You know, Tasha Scott came out to the front. I believe she may have tried to apologize to her sister, and also she did a whole nother video where she talked about how her and her husband have an open relationship, which was not something good that you would want to say as you were over here promoting your album for your, you know, your Christian, your gospel album, whatever it was, right? So now we have the residuals challenge. We did a video the other day where we played LaTosha's version of residuals, okay? Got into that version, and I thought that she did a good job. You know, as I've said before, I'm still here for reconciliation, because at the end of the day, I'm a spectator and a commentator. I'm on the outside giving my opinion. I'm not on the inside to know all of the full details, only what they provide to us for the most part. And if Tamika wants to accept LaTosha's apology, and welcome her sister right on back, then I say, girl, do your thing. But it's looking like Tamika still want her fucking money. Okay? And I don't blame Tamika. So don't be sitting up here. And then Tamika told us that the lady was lying. And we have to get into the interview because y'all know she went over to the Ricky Smiley morning show. And of course, they asked her about it and she gave us a whole lot of details. And I'm definitely going to play it for the people that have not gotten into it. But before we do that, I do want to flashback real quick to Tamika's song for the people that may not have heard her song as well. So let us go ahead and slide over. We're going to get into the song again. Then we're going to hop into what her sister Tamika had to say. And in addition to that, we're going to slide over and see what Miss Kandi Burruss had to say as well. So let us go ahead and check this out. All right.
Is this on? Took some time away, I had to sit and face it. Who can I run to? Feels like nobody lately. Reading through them comments, they say he having a baby. I don't know who's lying. Maybe I was blind. And of course I miss my sister, this a crazy feeling. But y'all know family shit be needing time for healing. Even in a marriage, ain't nobody perfect. But we've been split 2 years, and my heart is hurting. Gotta build me up, build me up. 30 years just washed away. It took some time, took some years for me to escape this pain. Had to move. Losing everything was rough. Talking family, marriage, my blood. Had to move. Had to give up on love. I gave up on love. Losing my sister was insane. Kicked out of my group and it's insane. Everybody in the media was tearing me down, down, down. I'm only human. Sis, you've got my word. We gon' have some words about the residual. Truth about it, truth about it, about the residuals. Truth about the residuals.
All right. So that is Miss LaTocha Scott getting into some things. Still want to have that conversation about the residuals or whatnot. and it's residuals I don't think the sister's going to see, but that ain't none of my business too much. It is a little piece, but we're gonna get into what Miss Girl had to say over on the Ricky Smiley morning show. So let us check this out.
Good.
So tell me what your reaction is to this, because I called you. I was happy. I was like, everything finna be worked out. And you said,
you know what? My sister's voice is undeniable. You know what I mean? I always said that she was my favorite singer. She's going to always be my favorite singer. She definitely ate vocally.
Yes.
But in real life, I think it's a genius marketing strategy for her new music. It really is. We haven't, talked. She hasn't called me. My number's the same. The address the same. So if this is real, sis, pull up. I'm cooking now. Pull up. Let's do breakfast. Because the last time I saw her at a family function, I was on the dance floor jamming. Her and my mom walks in, and when they saw me, they walked out. Oh. And that kind of crushed me a little bit, because I felt like that was the proper, I feel like, we around family. Time. And if any type of reconciliation, I felt like if she probably would have walked up to me, I probably would have just fell in her arms crying. Oh, wow. But her and my mom, they walked out. So listen, my number is the same. My address is the same. Sis, pull up. Let's talk about these residuals. If this is, real, let's talk about the residuals. But it's definitely a great marketing strategy for her new music that's coming out. And she sound amazing.
Now, if, y'all ain't got each other number, why y'all just won't call each other? I understand Tamika wanting her to pull up and stuff, but y'all can't call each other and just schedule a link up time for y'all to meet. I guess, Tamika still blocked, because I believe LaTocha said that, they had her blocked. So I guess she's still blocked. So I can't call you. But you putting these performative pieces out for the social media, girl, pull up to my house. My address hasn't changed, people. My address has not changed. Nothing has changed. You know how to get in contact with me. Now, I think that's really messed up that, they're at a family function or whatever. She's dancing, and I guess they felt so threatened that they walked out. And maybe not so threatened. Maybe they just didn't want an argument or anything to go down. And just didn't like the feeling of being uncomfortable. So they left. It definitely would have been a good time to have that, conversation. But what I really can't stand, is the mother who's the fifth member. I don't like the fact that as a mom, you would put yourself directly in the middle to continue to divide your daughters. And I'm sorry. I know some people may be like, that's their mom. But I just feel like as a mother, at times, you should move unbiased in situations when it comes to your kids. I'm not picking a side. Both of y'all are my daughter. Both of y'all are my daughters. And listen, what y'all need to fix it. You need to get on your Janet Jackson. Why did I get married to? Was it? Fix it. Fix it. Fix it. Fix it. Like, you need to get on your fix it. And make your daughters have a conversation, resolve stuff. And LaTocha, if you know you've wronged your sister, you need to do right. And let me tell you something also. Not trying to come down on her parenting, but ma'am, I really put some fault on you, and I question the parenting. And have you always raised that girl to feel like she's better than her sister in some capacity? Bitch, I am the fifth member. Like, I can't. I just don't like that. As a mom, I just think you should do better. Why? I mean, does LaTocha pay your bills or something? As to why you feel like, and even with that, I don't think it should matter. But does LaTocha pay your bills as to why you feel like you have to just stick by your other daughter's side or something? If you and Tamika are not as close as you used to be, I also am inclined to believe that it could have been something else that happened during her childhood. And as she was just growing up in general, that made her a bit distant from you. And it may be a situation outside of LaTocha. It may have some things to do with LaTocha. Then it might be a completely different situation that's happened to her. And maybe, Tamika's talked about it, and I just can't recall at this time everything that she said in previous videos, because it's been like 2 years or so since their show was last on. So yeah, but no ma'am. Okay. Get that together, mama. Get that together, and get your girls together too. Because I do feel like after Tamika resolves the relationship with her sister at some point, it's probably gonna have to be a relationship being resolved with you. Let me tell y'all, people losing their family members, parents, left and right. Parents are losing their kids left and right, left and right. And I just hope that at some point everybody can come together, have the necessary conversations, right the wrongs before that person is completely gone out of their life. Okay. But leave your thoughts on that. I'm going to get back to the video.
She does sound amazing.
Oh
and
my
when she
God.
talked about the residuals, I thought she was talking about what we learned on the show when Rocky had changed the check and took your money or something like that.
Yeah. I thought that too, and I felt it until the end. And it's like, at first my heart was like, oh my gosh, she's singing to me. And at the very end, the way she looked at the camera, like, huh. And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, this is something else.
Yeah.
Dang,
I felt it until the end, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, just call me. And if she's listening, sis, you got my number. You got my number. You got my address. Pull up. Let's sit down. I'll cook you a good meal. I throw down. Let's sit down.
Right.
Let's talk about these residuals.
Maybe we can arrange Spirit to meet up with y'all and have a conversation. You know, the therapist that's right there. She's always available and have helped a lot of families come back together. You know, just a good. What you say, Brad?
I was going to say, I don't even think Tamika need that. I just feel like Tamika feel like if Tasha was ready to reconcile or fix it, she ready. Like she said, she would have fell into her arms, but they left. You know what I'm saying? Like I was so happy because I thought this was bringing them back together when she did this. I didn't even think about it being for her new music that was coming out. I just thought she was pouring her heart out.
Listen, Tamika was on point. Tamika's not lying. When you go to Tasha's page, as we just saw, Tasha has cleared that page out. Tasha is getting ready for a rebrand. That is what she's doing. Another thing I like to highlight is I was feeling the song until I got to the end. It was the way she looked into the camera and she kind of turned her face up like, I'm like, was that supposed to mean that you did that? Because you did do that, because we've never questioned the singing at all. Or was that face giving like, girl, you know we don't owe you nothing. Girl, what's that? You know we don't owe you no money. Like that's how I took it. Right towards the end, it seems like it was going in a good direction. You done lost things, you done lost people, lost out of the group, and then now here we are, and you got a little piece of a tube. No, ma'am, I did not like that. Yeah, I wasn't rocking with that.
You know.
Well, Tamika, you think since tomorrow's the last day of Black History Month, she might call the last day?
Hey, my phone is on, and she called. I would love to talk to her. The last time, before she changed her number, the last time I called her about the rumors and stuff, I was like, sis, forget what we're going through. I love you. We're going to get through this. I got cussed out. So, and then me and her started going back and forth on the text, and I was like, you know what?
Just forget it.
You know what? At the end of the day, I love you. I love you, and I'm praying for you, and I'm praying for her. I'm definitely praying for her mental. I'm praying for her, and I love my sister. Hands down. Y'all know I've always protected her.
Oh, yeah, we know.
And I will continue to protect her. Can't nobody say nothing about her to me. I love her. She ate on this Chris Brown challenge.
She ate. Oh, my God. She killed it. I never heard a girl do it, and she killed it. She absolutely killed it. Well, we're going to keep both of y'all in our prayers, man. We love both of y'all, man.
In the prayers,
absolutely.
In front of her house the other day. They ain't broke up. I wish that was true.
Oh!
Wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
She said that.
Ain't that something? She done sat up there and said they done broke up, 30 years washed away and everything. Girl was giving performative for sure. Sounds like Tamika said her husband was down there to the house or by the house. And that lady's still with that man. I believe it wholeheartedly. I believe it 100% because at a time there was, Tasha came to us to let us know that she had an open relationship with her husband. Okay. And after, Tasha really just said a lot of things. I'm just reflecting back because it was a long video that she did. She went live crying out to her sister and stuff. Both of y'all crying out, but nobody's making efforts for real. But Tasha has said a lot of things that ended up being questionable. So in all honesty, it doesn't mean just because people do things that they're always lying. Okay. I feel like sometimes we as people just automatically go with that thought that the people always lying because they've lied before. And it's a strong possibility, but also a broken clock is is right a few times throughout the day, twice a day or whatever. So with that being said, like she probably could be telling the truth about some things, right? But that particular thing of you not being with your husband, girl, I'm willing to believe Tamika on that is a lie because you did come to us with, a lie before. And I'm not saying everything is a lie, but I think that piece is. Okay. I also think another piece was you saying that you were kicked out of Xscape. And I thought that you walked away, stepped away, because when we watched the show, you ended up securing a completely different deal. When you secured that deal for the gospel album, it was like, Xscape poop. Okay. You felt like you were finally about to have that opportunity that you never got to have as a solo artist back in the day. I don't think that you want to be in the group. I don't think you work well being in the group anymore. So much has happened. I don't even know if all of the ladies will be fully welcoming of you being back in the group. I think Tiny may be like, it's whatever. I think Tamika may be like, that's my sister, but I'm going to see what the other ladies say. And I just feel like Kandi don't want to have shit to do with you, high key, because you've done enough. So I think they like it the way it is, on top of the fact that they probably ain't got to give you none of the coins. Splitting it 3 ways is making their bag bigger. Right. So I also think that, LaTocha may enjoy being on her own as well, because some of the decisions and the moves that she wants to make musically, professionally, she doesn't have to check in with other artists in the group to do so. She could just maneuver how she wants. And maybe this may be the best thing for y'all. So, but I will say this, hopefully you guys can get to a better place to where if you all were to do a movie, you all would be able to come together on that front, because I still want my Xscape movie. I don't give a damn what you talking about, girl. If we got a good TLC movie years ago, you just better get your act together. Hear me, hear ye, hear me clear. Okay, let me zoom in for you. Y'all better get y'all together, because I still want my biopic. Hello? When it comes to Xscape. And y'all better cover everything, and it better be good. So y'all better get y'all shit together, get on one accord, and don't be trying to do what is necessary for the film. Don't be trying to, change stories and do different stuff because you want to be looking good in the film. No, ma'am. Because the film is going to be told from a variety of perspectives. And although you may not have wished to give out certain energy, and I'm talking to all 4 of y'all, it doesn't change how somebody else may have experienced it. So that portion may be told in somebody else's eyes. And it got to be a piece of dramatic in order for us to be tuned the hell in. Okay, so I'm going to need y'all to get with TLC producers. Or if what you really need to do is slide your R's over there to the people that did New Edition. And if you got to do a 2 or 3 part, do what you need to do to give us all the information that we need. Get that together, okay? Kandi, I know that your team is going to want to be a part of the production when that goes down. Get it together. Get it together. Okay, make sure y'all split that pie equally. Figure this out. You understand what I'm saying? Now let's talk back over. Get it together, people. And let's wrap this up. And then I want us to flash back just a little piece into what Tasha Scott said years ago so that she can be reminded of the things that her sister would need an apology for.
They ain't broke up.
Like,
so we can get this movie going.
He was jogging in front of the house the other day, and I was like, well, it's cool, but let's just pray for her mental, and just pray that we can get this back together. And, thank y'all so much for y'all love and y'all support. Y'all always support us.
We love y'all.
Oh, yeah, we love y'all. For real.
Absolutely.
Oh, man, that's good stuff right there. Period. But thank you, Brad. Appreciate that.
Yeah, right, man, that's family right there.
One time, y'all give it up. Give it up. Show your love right now.
Tamika Scott.
Yes.
Y'all, if I ever, and I think I need to go to an Xscape concert, I feel like I'm probably going to be crying, but I really would prefer all 4 of them on stage. If not, Tamika can sing, baby. And I've seen clips like from the concert where Tamika has been singing Tasha's part, and when I tell you, them girls are blessed. Do you hear me? I'm just so proud and glad that they are still here. It's been other groups that, they may not have all of their members that are still here. They may not be able to still tour and do their thing. Everybody's in good health. Like when I see Boys to Men, I don't see 4 of them. I only see 3 of them. I believe one of the guys may have had a situation with his health. Don't know if he chose to leave the group or what the details were. But aside from that, like this group is still iconic. Right? And all groups have their SHI. And unfortunately, they have theirs. But y'all, I'll probably be standing out there just tearing up. And shame on me for not locking in a concert much sooner. So girl, I'm not listen. Y'all need to let me know what's tea. So is y'all going back out there? Is y'all gonna forgive to LaTocha before the year is out? What's really going on? Okay, but I'm probably gonna be up there in tears. I'm just really happy for the ladies because at the end of the day, regardless of what's really happening with the group, they're all still here. There's still time, God willing, for them to come back together. And not only are they doing well with Xscape, but even outside of that, they're just doing good individually for the most part. And I just think that's awesome in my personal, right? In my personal. So shout out to all of them individually. I do pray that Tamika and LaTocha are able to come to a resolve, and not just LaTocha, because, you know, we see her a lot and she was a part of the group, but also the fifth member, which is the mom. I'm hoping that Tamika can repair, or the mama can repair, that relationship with her daughter. Period. So they got a lot of work and healing to do for sure. And I can imagine the strain that is taking on not just their immediate family, but the family as a whole, you know. So yeah, but I want us to just flash back just a little piece to, you know, Miss LaTocha and what she had to say back then just a few years ago, in hopes that she would just be reminded of things, pull that SHI together, and then we'll get into what Miss Kandi Burruss had to say about everything. So let us flash back real quick.
I'm very much aware of the allegations that are happening about him. I see everything. As a wife, you know, you see everything. But with our relationship, you know, some people keep the fact that they have an open relationship quiet. They want to keep it private. But we have that. And for us to be judged or whatever by the things that people are saying, y'all keep judging, y'all keep living, y'all got marriages. Everybody ain't going to always be true. Things happen. At the end of the day, do I stand by side my husband? I know. Y'all think I don't know. I know everything. Everything.
I felt bad for Tasha in this moment. A little, not completely, okay? But let me tell you something. I felt bad about the fact that man had you so gone and so down bad that the things that she was saying in defense of herself actually went against her, and she didn't really look at how other people were going to look at her for saying what you're saying. I know everything. So you know about him taking those trips to Las Vegas and linking up with this woman and doing this and that, and damn, they're using your money to take care of the lady and stuff. I believe the woman even mentioned that she had an abortion and stuff, because she did do a sit-down interview with Tasha K. There were a lot of things that was happening. And then now you want to open up and talk about an open relationship. So then, you know, for the people that believe y'all did take the lady money, so you did know about your sister money being taken. You did know about certain things, residuals or whatever coming to you. Like, it just wasn't a good look. It was just not a good look. And I think that, yeah, she should have backed away from the live. Although she cried and she was very emotional, it did not really give remorseful. It didn't give remorseful at all because of the things she was following up with in that video. You know, the things that she was saying. It was like she was apologizing, but then she would be debunking the apology with the follow-up statements that she would make.
I'm not oblivious to things. My husband and I, what y'all don't understand, we do have an open relationship. We have spoken about things. That is my private business. But because I'm sharing my heart with y'all, I'm letting y'all know, please stop it. I'm very much aware of the allegations that happened.
So that was one. And then let's check out the other.
I did not steal my sister's money. I did not steal my sister's money. Tamika, you know I didn't steal your money.
Well, she didn't know that because that's not how she felt at the time. And if you didn't take it, she feels like one of y'all took it. And because that is your husband, then it's y'all. Very unfortunate.
If there's anything that I can do to resolve this, I'm going to resolve it. I did not steal.
All right. So that was just a flashback piece. She still does not feel like she took anything from her sister. But girl, listen, that's a whole lot of money, BIT. So I don't even know if you could really forgive that. I mean, girl, they barely forgiving student loans, bitch. Okay, so I don't know if you could forgive that. That's 30 racks. I mean, if you pay her 10, would she be like, okay, handshake, I'll take it, maybe 15? I don't know if she gonna want 20. y'all let me know how y'all would have handled that. You know, if you felt like your family took hell $3,000, $300. Okay, some of y'all be trying to catch a fade about $30. Okay, so I don't know. I don't know. I mean, would you take a piece of it for the sake of the family? Or what? And, you know, and being a part of these trying times where everything is, you know, high and stuff and it's different cutbacks and things happening. You know, it's two things. One, hell no, I want all my money. I don't care how you get there. Just get there if you can. Get it to my bank account if you can. And when you can. So I'll take whatever minimum payments that you can make. But then at the same time, the other side of that is that because it's hard right now and, you know, different cutbacks and different stuff, maybe they can't give it back. They ain't got it like that. I don't know. You know, but, you know, when you owe people, they don't give a damn how you get it. Just get it, okay? But good luck to the people. I do want us to slide over and see what Miss Kandi Burruss says before we wrap this video right on up, okay?
So a residuals freestyle dropped yesterday. That was a little controversial. Can we expect an Xscape reunion anytime soon?
I think she said it best in her, I think, you know, she addressed, you know, the issues with her personal life, her issues with her family, and then us. She mentioned us a little bit. I feel like fix what's happening in the family, and then it could be a talk about what's going on with us. Because realistically, I thought it was a little untruth talking about you got kicked out. When you get kicked out? I don't know about that. You know, that wasn't true. But I do think there was some issues that, you know, some decisions on her part that made it to where, you know, we ain't doing it, you know what I mean? Yeah, so, yeah, it's kind of like you.
I love this because Kandi really doesn't want to talk about this, I feel. I feel like she halfway listened to what Tamika said. And like, girl, I halfway listened to her because I already know she full of shit. She been full of shit for a very long time. But, you know, I do agree. Y'all need to fix the family before y'all can come over here and work on the business. Because the family is not fixed. And it's other parts to that, i.e. the mom. Listen, and probably, you know, the husbands or whatever it is. I don't know. But you got to fix that part. That part first. And then, you know, get over back to the group. Because it's a lot, girl. That's a lot of healing. That's a lot of years. That's a lot. That is girl, y'all need a therapist, okay? So when Ricky Smiley says spirit, you gonna probably need the spirit and the Holy Ghost, okay? The Father, whatever it is that y'all, the angels, whatever you need to pull down, you gonna have to pull them down and bring them into the room because it's just a whole lot of shit going on, okay? What was it? Not the spirit, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. That's what you're gonna need. You're gonna need all of that because it's too much that's happening.
Said you didn't want to do no shows with us, so
We gotta get our money.
we just continue doing what we're supposed to be doing. And I think the stuff that's going on with the family is what made it hard to rekindle anything else. That's just my personal opinion, but it really ain't, you know, whatever.
Game like, whatever, ain't got a whole lot to do with me. I hate to even be pulled into they but y'all need to resolve that. I'm doing good. Okay, Kandi over there getting her bags. Happy for Kandi. Kandi is really a sweetheart. From the times that I've met her, experienced her, she just got like, you know, a nice family and stuff and really nice. So shout out to Kandi. But yeah, I don't blame her for not wanting to have anything to do with it in a sense, right? Because it's about the residuals and the money that's owed, but at the same time, because she's tied to the group and the girls, you know, LaTocha said she was kicked out. Now don't do that now. Now you know motherfucker well, you was not kicked out that group, girl. Stop playing. Okay? Stop playing now. Now, see, I was trying to give you a little piece of grace when I said that, you know, just because people lie does not mean that they're lying about everything. But, girl, you make it real hard. That line is to get very thin. Okay? Very thin. Because you ain't have to sit up there and play with people in their face. But I understand that you was trying to make sure the song flowed and it made sense. And, you know what I'm saying? It rhymed. But, girl, don't do that. You left that group because you thought you had something better, which is crazy because I feel like you did that before in the past. And then history repeats itself, and it's much worse now because we do have social media. And, you know, even though you guys may have been able to hear from the fans just a little teeny weeny bit because they would call into the radio stations or whatever, now you get to hear from the fans directly because they're in your comments. All right. We're on social media talking about it, and people are hopping in your DMs. But needless to say, I do wish everybody the best, everybody well. I definitely want everyone to get to a place of enough forgiveness, just enough. And y'all let me know if y'all feel what I'm saying, just enough forgiveness so that y'all can get this movie started. And can I make another suggestion? I wonder if Tamika would accept this. If y'all could get on one accord to move forward with a movie, is it possible that Tasha would sign over an extra portion of her money that she would get paid for the show to her sister to resolve whatever debt she feel is there based on the receipts that she indeed presented? Okay. Now, if Tasha didn't directly take that money, I do believe Tamika when she says that it was allegedly that husband, but because you married to him, it's both of y'all. But we've listened to him. Tasha recorded audio of this man, played the audio, and he literally was sitting up there lying. So if you know, gooping, scheming other folks, I can imagine the number you've done on your wife for many a years. Okay, and then therefore her sister. So girl, it's still drama. What, 2 years or so later? Very unfortunate, but y'all, let's pray for everybody involved and leave your thoughts and comments down below. All right, that's all that I have for you guys at this time. I thank you so much for tuning in. Shout out to everybody for helping me get to 90,000 subscribers. It's a bit shocking. I know at some point 100K will come, but just getting to this place, and every time I reach a milestone, it's just so surprising because I was just like this small YouTuber at one point, and just, you know, I would come on and then I'm working the job and then I stop, you know, doing YouTube, and times I kind of wanted to give up a little bit, and you got to battle, you know, working, being a mom, dealing with depression, whatever the case is. But listen, since the pandemic, it's really been up because your girl has really been focused. So shout out to me and shout out to y'all for being here. We may not always agree, and that is okay, you know, but we still like family. We are family. I got all my people with me. Hey, some of y'all block though, okay? Because there's some family members that you have to block, okay? Because they'll get a little sideways with you. They'll get a little sideways, but they stay trying to stay in tune with what you got going on. And I appreciate you too. Because although you blocked, okay, you still be tip-tapping coming over here trying to see what's going on. And I appreciate you, all right? That means that you still like your girl. You just got fly and I had to put your ass on time out. But you might be getting unblocked soon, okay? So be looking out for that. You might be able to be, you know, chit-chatting with the people, entertaining in the chat and stuff, okay? But, you know, just talk to the people nice. That's all we ask. That's all. We don't have to agree, all right? That's what makes us unique. We disagree. We don't see things the same. Hell, y'all watching this video right now, and y'all don't agree with some of the things that I've already said, right, about the sisters and the group or whatever. But it's all about how we say things, so be mindful of that. But at the end of the day, I appreciate every single person that has come across my channel, shared my videos, any of that in any capacity. And I truly, truly appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, but you guys can find me over on the Instagram, the Twitter, the Blue Sky, piece of the Facebook or whatnot. You guys can find me there. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Tell him I preach to the choir. Stand on my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification, them numbers hit like it's a proxy. Cash died at the ATM, and the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF, got them trying to clone me like Aegis. Game time, I invaded gym. High elevated, I could face the rim. Putting shots up, I got laser focus, about to take it over. I'm Invader Zim, on a trip to Florida like it's A&M. Who that nigga, man, they say I'm him. Spit the truth, never wasting film, I can